What's going on, everyone? This is the Windy City Politics and Law channel, and welcome back to today's video. And in today's video, we are going to be taking one last look at the Chicago mayoral election roughly 4 hours before the polls close. So in the first round, incumbent Mayor Lori Lightfoot received 16.81% of the vote, placing her in third and making her the first Chicago mayor in over 40 years to lose re-election. Brandon Johnson, an incumbent Cook County commissioner, received 21.63% of the vote, and Paul Vallas, the former CEO of Chicago Public Schools and the Democratic nominee for lieutenant governor in 2014, received 32.9% of the vote, placing him in first and leading to a Vallas-Johnson runoff. And now looking at the results and then looking at the turnout map, you can see that Paul Vallas and Brandon Johnson both performed well where turnout was highest. And now looking at the polling for the runoff. And I have to say, I am making this completely biased. I have not taken a look at any exit polls. The polls in Chicago are still open. If you are from Chicago, please go vote. Make your voice heard. Or if you don't like either candidate, you can go and leave the ballot blank. There's tons of down ballot races that you can vote for. And now looking at the polling. As you can see, Paul Vallas started out with a pretty decent lead over Brandon Johnson. Roughly 12 to 14 points, and then that lead faded, and Brandon Johnson even led in some polls. However, now Vallas has led in the last two polls, one with an A- rating, one with a B/C rating, both from 538. Vallas has led by 5.7 points and 4.2 points, respectively. And now the undecided portion of voters has dropped as well. And, taking a look at this, it looks like Vallas is going to win. And one thing I wanted to say on this is, in my last video on this, I projected that Vallas was going to win by 6 points. I projected it was going to be 53 to 47 in favor of Vallas. Now, I am changing my projection for this video. I think it is going to be 52-48. I think Vallas will get 52% of the vote, and Brandon Johnson will get 48% of the vote. Leading to a Vallas win. Vallas will be elected mayor, I believe, by 4 points, 52-48. Simple as that. A lean margin if we're doing margins. And now looking at the runoff endorsements, you can see that members of the more progressive wing of the Democratic Party have endorsed Johnson, whereas members of the more moderate wing of the Democratic Party have endorsed Vallas. And with organizations and unions as far as political weight and financial weight, from the organizations and unions, it's roughly equal. And as far as elected officials, once again, political weight, financial weight, ability to donate, ability to mobilize voters, I would say it's roughly equal, although I would give a slight edge to Vallas just because Jesse White and Dick Durbin are two of the most respected Democratic politicians in the state of Illinois, especially Jesse White. That is a huge endorsement for Vallas. And Pat Quinn is also the former governor. However, if you go over to Brandon Johnson, Carol Mosley Braun, she's a former senator, has endorsed him. Jesse Jackson, once again, another well-known, well-respected politician within the Democratic Party of Illinois, has endorsed Johnson. And Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, two prominent progressive senators, have endorsed Johnson as well. And you look, and also some more progressive representatives have endorsed Johnson, and no sitting Congress people have endorsed Vallas. However, Bobby Rush, once again, another well-known politician from the state of Illinois, well-respected within Democratic circles, has endorsed Vallas. So, and you look, and it's roughly equal. The one thing I would give a huge edge to Vallas on is aldermen. He's been endorsed by 22 aldermen, and there's 50 aldermen. And Brandon Johnson's only been endorsed by 14. So Vallas is almost at half of aldermen or alder people, whatever you prefer, endorsing him. And Johnson is still only at 14, which is sitting around just below 30%. It's 28% have endorsed him, whereas 44% have endorsed Vallas, if you want to do the math on that. And you look, and 5 sitting Congress people have endorsed Brandon Johnson, whereas none have endorsed Paul Vallas. However, Paul Vallas has also been endorsed, like I said, by Bobby Rush, the former congressperson from Illinois, District 1. And other than that, I would just have to say that all of the other mayoral candidates, except Lori Lightfoot, have made an endorsement. So the only former mayoral candidate to endorse Brandon Johnson was Chuy Garcia. However, when you look at all the other mayoral candidates, Sophia King, Jamal Green, and Willie Wilson, they've all endorsed Paul Vallis, as well as Roderick Sawyer and Raymond Lopez. I believe he ran for mayor and then dropped out. But you look at that and you go up back to the candidates from the first round. Oh, and I believe Cam Buckner has endorsed Brandon Johnson. So Cam Buckner and Chuy Garcia have endorsed Brandon Johnson, and the rest, with the exception of Lightfoot, have endorsed Paul Vallis, and Lightfoot has not endorsed anyone. And I just wanted to say, we'll know in roughly 4 hours where things are at. I doubt we'll know the results tonight due to mail-in ballots and absentee ballots. However, the polls close in 4 hours. Once again, if you live within the city of Chicago, I encourage you to go vote. Make your voice heard, whatever candidate you're voting for. Other than that, I project that Vallis will win 52-48, and I hope you all have a great day. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I upload. I'm getting back to daily uploads, bringing you guys some great political and historical content, as always, unbiased, stating the facts, letting you formulate opinions based on the facts. Thank you for watching the Windy City Politics and Law channel. I hope you all have a great day. Once again, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.